Alright, question 3, ABC. It just said to subtract. It didn't say you need to draw. It didn't say you even need to use tiles or a number line. It's just to subtract. So, we're just going to do it the quick way. -4, we've got -4, and we're going to get rid of a -1. So we have 4 negatives. We are going to get rid of 1 negative, because subtract means to get rid of. What's one less of those? It would be equal to -3. Another way to look at it is, remember, -4, and this looks kind of like a plus, so +1, we'd move up 1, which would move to -3. So there's your answer. That's out of 1. +8, subtract +3, so we're going to get rid of 3 of those +8s. We have 8 positives, get rid of 3 of them. 8 getting rid of 3, 8 subtract 3 is 5, +5. It's out of 1. -11, subtract +4. We've got -11. Remember, that looks kind of like a plus, so it's the same as +4. We've got -11 plus 4. They're opposite signs. Which one's bigger? The negative is bigger. So we've got 11 and 4. What's the difference? 7. So the answer is -7. That's out of 1. So this question is out of 3. Alright, question 4 just said to subtract, and you needed to write the subtraction equations. So essentially you're just finding the answer to the equation. You write down what was there. You've got +4, and this looks like a +7 because that looks like a plus. So 4 plus 7 is +11. So your equation would be +4 subtract -7 equals +11. I'm just going to keep this for 1 mark for that +11. You had to have written this, but I'm just going to give a mark for +11. So this is -2, negative and positive. Those are opposite signs, so it's like it's -8. So you've got -2 and you've got -8. It's -10. So your answer I'm looking for is -10. You needed to write the equation, it said. But I'm not too picky on that. This is what the full answer would be, but if they got -10, that's good. -9, opposite signs, means it's -5. -9 and a -5 is -14. Okay, there's your answer. Each of those are 1. Number 4 is out of 3. So number 7 said to use colored tiles to subtract each pair of integers. You'll notice that the pairs are just the integers flip sides, right? 1 and 3, 1 and 3, -3, -2, -2, -3. It's just opposite sides of that subtraction sign. So we've got, and it said to use tiles. I'm just going to be looking for the integer that you get in the end. So with tiles, you'd have +3, and you're going to subtract 1, move it away, you're left with 2. So it is +2. Whereas when you flip these, so it's the opposite way, +1, subtract +3. If you have +1, but you want to get rid of 3, you need to have 3 there. So we add these zeros in. 1 of each equals 0. So we can add those in until we get our +3. Then we're going to get rid of those. And what are we left with? We're left with -2. Notice, +2, -2. They're opposites. Go to II. I should mention this. This was your 1 answer, so that's out of 1. And here's your other answer for AI, 7AI, is out of 1 as well. Down here, we've got -3, subtract -2. So let's draw it. So I got -3, I'm going to subtract -2, so I count 2 of those, and I get rid of them, and I'm left with -1. Now the opposite, so that's 1 mark. So we've got -2 is all we have here, but we need to subtract -3. We need to get rid of -3, but there's only 2 to get rid of. Well, we need to put in another one, but if we're adding that in, we have to add this so that it's only we're adding 0. We're not changing its value. There's still 2 more negatives, so it's still equal to that. But now we're going to get rid of our 3. And what are we left with? Just positive 1. Sorry, equals positive 1. Notice, negative 1, positive 1. These are opposites. So if you switch these, you just get the opposite sign. You switch these, you get the opposite sign. What do you think is going to happen for this third one? Again, this question's out of 1 as well for getting positive 1. We've got positive 4 subtract 3. That's the same thing as positive 4 plus 3. We're going to expect that it is positive 7. So if we have positive 4, but we need to get rid of negative 3, oh, we don't have any negatives to get rid of. Just 4 positives. We don't have any negatives to get rid of. So we need to add these in until we have 3 negatives that we could get rid of. So we get rid of those. And what are we left with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 positives. The other way around, we're going to expect it's going to be the opposite sign. So positive 7 was your answer for 1 mark. We're going to expect this is going to be negative 7. So let's look at this. Negative 3 subtract positive 4. Negative 3 get rid of positive 4. That's negative 3 and negative 4. Put them together, it's negative 7. If we take our negative 3, take a negative 3 of them, and we're going to get rid of negative 4. We need to have 4 more of these so that we can have our positive 4. So we get rid of these. What are we left with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 negatives. So that's out of 1. Part B said, what do you notice about each pair of questions in part A? So each pair, that pair, this pair, this pair, the answers have opposite signs. That would be your answer. So that's out of 1. So question 7 is out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means that if we add it up, question 7 is 7 marks plus 3 from 4, 3 from 3, so that's 13 so far. 16 and plus 6 would be 22. So this is out of 22. Question 12 and 13 were optional.